Hello everyone, I am Sarita Rawat, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy, Suresh Kanvihar University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Today we will start our next lecture of pharmacology. Today's our topic is mercury poisoning. So, learning objective of today's lecture is toxicity, source, human action, side effect and adverse effect. Now, learning outcome of today's lecture included upon completion of this lecture, students are able to identify the toxicity, source, human action, side effect and adverse effect of mercury poisoning. Now, introduction. So, mercury poisoning, also known as uh, mercury poisoning, is a type of metal poisoning that is caused by exposure to the mercury or its compound mercury, which is denoted as Hg. Now, mercury is a heavy metal, means a metal of relatively high density or of high relative atomic weight. Now it has very like a relative atomic weight higher and it has high relative density also. Now heavy metal occurring in several forms, all of which can produce the toxic effect in high enough doses. So about mercury, so when we talk about mercury, so mercury or quicksilver also was known in the ancient time as hydroglyphs, hence it is a chemical symbol Hg. Now the mercury is the only metal that is in liquid at room temperature and pressure. So mercury is an extremely rare element but occur in the deposits throughout the world mostly as cyanide or mercuric sulfide. Like water, mercury can evaporate and become airborne. Because it is an element, mercury does not break down into less toxic substance. Once mercury escapes to the environment, it circulates in and out of the atmosphere and it circulates in and out of the atmosphere until it ends up in the bottom of the lake and oceans. Mercury can be found as the elemental metal or in a wide variety of organic and inorganic compounds. Depending on its chemical form, mercury may travel long distance because it falls to the earth with precipitation or dust. Now, Mercury was name of the Romans messenger of the god who were believed to be really fast moving. So, with the name that we give this element name Mercury. So, talking about the mercury more, so it is a quicksilver, para, and patrissa liquid metal, and it is heavy metal and bright silvery in appearance. It is liquid and in non-poisonous if swallowed. However, it volatiles at room temperature and inhalation of vapors is very toxic. It gets widely distributed throughout the body and cause toxic damage to the brain, kidney, peripheral nerve system, mucous membrane, etc. So it is very lethal to the human. Now, talking about its compound, so it exists in elemental, inorganic, and organic form in environment. So elemental is elemental mercury, and organic mercury is methylenergy, ethylenergy, methoxy, methyl, mercurial. Then we have inorganic mercury. So it forms two series of compound: mercury, which is soluble and more toxic, for example, mercuric oxide, mercuric sulfate, mercuric nitrate, etc. Then the next we have is mercurius, which is less soluble, thus less active, for example, mercurius chloride and calomel. So this is about the compound of mercury. So as you can see, this is a picture of mercury in liquid form and at room temperature. Now, talking about the mercury chloride, which is a corrosive sublimate, which occur as odorless, white crystalline powder, septic, nauseous, metallic taste, and soluble in water, alcohol, ether, and in glycerin. So it is used in medicine and taxidermy. So as you can see, this is the mercury chloride poison laboratory reagent, and as you can see, this is the powder form. Now next we have mercurius chloride, which is ras, copper, or calomel. So it is a heavy amorphous white tasteless powder insoluble in water, alcohol, and ether. On exposure to the light, it turns to the mercury chloride and used in laxatives. So this is the powder form, and this is the container where it's come in. So as you can see, this is the label calomel. Now the next we have mercuric sulfate. So this is the ras sindoor or cinnabar. So it is artificially prepared as a red powder, vermilion also known as, and it is a non-poisonous but vapors poisonous used in the dentures and vermilions. So as you can see, this is the mercuric sulfate also came into the sindoor, and this is present in the red color. So as you can see, this is the cinnabar ore of mercury ore. Now the next we have elemental mercury. So it is heavy and bright silvery in appearance. It is liquid metal, and metallic mercury is non-poisonous if swallowed by any person. However, it volatiles at room temperature, and inhalations of vapor is very toxic. Elemental mercury is liquid soluble and can cross blood-brain barrier. After absorptions, most of the elemental mercury get oxidized to the mercuric form, which is not liquid soluble. Elemental mercury is not absorbed through intact gastrointestinal tract. Its source is batteries, dental amalgams, gold and silver productions, jewelry industry, paints, thermometers, etc. Next we have organic mercury. So organic mercury is the most toxic form of mercury. It primarily targets the enzyme. it rarely cross placental and is stretched in the secreted in the breast milk, and these are extremely toxic to the fetus. Methyl mercury can build up to certain level in aquatic animals, and also it is lipid soluble and gets widely distributed throughout the body. So the source of mercury, organic mercury, is fungicides, seed preservatives, mercury containing vaccines, fish consumptions, etc. Now, talking about the elemental mercury, it is very heavy and bright silvery in appearance. It is liquid metal, and metallic mercury is non-poisonous if swallowed. However, it volatiles at room temperature, and inhalation of vapor is very toxic. Elemental mercury is lipid soluble and can cross blood-brain barrier. After absorptions, most of the elemental mercury get oxidized to the mercuric form, which is not lipid soluble. Elemental mercury is not absorbed through intact gastrointestinal tract, and the source are batteries, dental elements, silver productions, jewelries, industry, paints, thermometer, etc. Now, organic mercury. So, most toxic form of mercury, it primarily target the enzyme. It is rarely cross-placental and it's also secreted in breast milk. Methyl mercury can build up to certain level of aquatic animals, and it is lipid soluble and get widely distributed throughout the body. And the source included fungicides, seed preservative, mercury containing vaccines, fish consumptions, etc. Now we have Thimerosal, mercury-based preservative in 4 out of 7 flu vaccines. So, despite being banned in 1999, the FDA still approves thimersols in up to 60% of the flu vaccines, and many which are approved for children every flu seasons. So, factually, thimerosals is a mercury-containing compound that is known human carcinogen, mutagen, teratogen, and immune system disruptor. At label below 1 part per million, and a compound to cause anaphylactic shock, and it is also recognized as a reproductive and fatal toxin which no established toxicologically safe level of exposure for humans, meaning even a nanograms may be very toxic. Now, next you can see top 15 fish mercury label. So these are some fishes that have more mercury label. So as you can see, the most mercury, top 15 mercury fishes, the most label is in Gulf tail fish, then the swordfish, then the shark, mako, king mackerel, eye tuna, or orange ruffy, marlin, span mackerel, then gopher, bluefish, then sabblefish, then albro, tree sea bass, then yellowish fin, and then canned alcove. So these are some top 15 fish that have more mercury label in their in them. So above the alley tuna, we have to avoid these fish, these 4 fishes, because they have the highest amount of mercury in them. Now, when we talk about the use of mercury, so they are used as fletching and hat making, fluorescent lamps, mercury batteries, thermometers and thermostats, vacuum pumps, barometers, electric rectifiers and switches, printer and photocopy toners, mercury vapor lamp for sterilizing water and instant of steam in boiler of some turbine energies. Also used in amalgamations to dissolve silver or gold to form an amalgam as in tooth filling, and the process has been largely supplanted by the cyanide process, in which gold or silver is dissolved in the solution of sodium or potassium cyanide. The next we have source of mercury. So the source of mercury are non-ferrous metal manufacturing, mining, and ammonia productions are the largest source of mercury emissions. Precious metal mining, which can emit mercury to water or land. Then the cement manufacturing industry, which may emit mercury into the air, and chemical manufacturing, which can emit of mercury to land and into water. Then the next we have fossil fuel powder plant, which may also emit mercury into the air by burning fuels such as coal, oil, and petrol. Then the other we have our landfills and sewage also contribute to mercury being realized into our soil and water. Then the next we have small amount of mercury can be released into the air in the exhaust fumes of car, bushes, and motorbikes. Then the action, when we talk about the action of the mercury, so it combines with the sulfadiol group and resulting in the enzyme inhibitions and pathological alterations of the cellular membranes. It absorbed through all route of actions. When we talk about its salts, so salts of mercury are lipid soluble and can cross the blood-brain barrier and get secreted in milk and cross the placental barrier. It gets widely distributed throughout the body and cause toxic damage to the brain, kidney, peripheral nerves system, and mucous membrane, etc. Now, inhalation of mercury vapors cause chemical pneumonia, pulmonary edema, gingivitis, increased salivations. Then when we talk about its CNS symptoms, so it can cause ataxia, restrictions of fluid of visions, paresis, delirium, polynephropathy. So these are some CNS symptoms of acute poisoning of mercury. Now, when any person swallow the poison mercury, so what are the signs they have shown? So the sign and symptoms start immediately after swallowing the poison. Acrid metallic taste in mouth, feeling of constrictions of choking of throat, hoarseness of voice. There is difficulty in breathing and mouth and tongue, and corroded and swollen with the grey-white coating, itch and burning pain in mouth, and hot burning pain in mouth and stomach and abdomen. Then stool are blood stained, urine is suppressed and century, contain blood and albumin is accompanied by necrosis of the renal tube and damage to the glomeruli. Now, pus is pus is quick smell and irregular. There is a circulatory failure. Thrombocytopenia and bone marrow depression has been seen. When injected intravenously, it produced dyspnea, cirrhosis, hypotension, and convulsions. Also, death may be due to an anaphylactic shock or ventricular fibrillations. After 1 to 3 days, renal tubular necrosis can be seen. Polyuria, albuminuria, uremia, and acidosis is seen, and GIT membrane cirrhosis and the dysentery may be developed in that person. Now, what are the diagnoses for mercury poisoning? So, when we talk about the diagnosis, so 1 to 4 of mercury chloride, 10 to 60 mg per kg of methyl mercury, 10 mg of Hg vapor for 3 to 5 days. Then blood mercury level 3.6 μg per dl, 24-hour urine extractions. Then it is assisted by atomic absorptions or spectrophotometer. Now, talking about the treatment of mercury poisoning, so reduce the exposure first. Albumin such as egg, skimmed milk, vegetable gluten's to patient mercury of poisoning that suffering from poison. Then the gastric lavage with 250 ml of solution, formaldehyde, sulfoxylate, sodium formaldehyde. Sulfoxylate is the chemical antidote that reduces the perchloride to the metallic mercury. Then 5 to 10% of sulfoxylate and 5% sodium bicarbonate is used for the stomach wash, of which 200 ml should be left in the stomach, and this is beneficial if given in the first half an hour. Now, if colitis has developed, so high colonic larvae as 1:1000 solution is to be given with 1:1000 solution of sulfoxylate Bt. Then BAL solution is to be given in the dose of 3 to 5 mg per kg 4 hourly for 2 days, 2.5 mg per kg 6 hourly for 1 day, 2.5 mg per kg twice daily according to the severity. And for diuretics, 5 to 10% glucose is used in the normal saline and given to the patient. Now, chronic mercury poisoning and hydrogism. So, it works maybe get poisoned due to the vapor or dust. So, this is given to the worker, and when small doses are taken for the prolonged time or used as ointment for long period, the sign and symptom of chronic mercury start at a blood level of 100 mg per ml. Patient is symptomatic at daily urinary excretions more than 300 mg per ml. Now, its effect on humans. So, talking about the mercury poison effects on human. So it's depending on its chemical or elemental, inorganic or organic mercury is available to cause a myriad of the adverse health effect, including neurotoxicity. Elemental mercury and methyl mercury can cause most of the neurotoxicity. Then nephrotoxicity. So elemental mercury and the mercuric salt such as mercury chloride can cause the nephrotoxicity in humans. Then the teratogenicity, so which included methyl mercury. So mostly methyl mercury can cause teratogenicity, abnormalities in the physiological developments including birth defects. Then death. So elemental mercury and methyl mercury can cause death. Now sign and symptoms included excessive salivations with swollen and painful salivary glands, foul smelling, breathing, inflamed and ulcered gums with brownish blue line and losing of teeth, necrosis of jaw that should be differentiated from the phosphorus poison. Then mercurolenitis. So a brownish reflex from the anterior lens capsule of both the eye is seen, which observed in the slit lamp in the persons exposed to the mercury vapors for some years, and it is bilateral and has no effect on the visual activity. Next we have acrodyna pink disease. So acrodyna caused by the mercury, as you can see in this picture. So there is a generalized rashes over the body is seen. This result from the chronic exposure to the mercury in any forms. Erythematous and eczematous, watery and weeping popular type of skin lesions has been seen in the persons, and mostly in the hand and feet, accompanied with the thickening of skin are produced. Next, we have mercurial tumors, heteroscale of glass bowls. So these are the moderately cirrhosis tumors starting from the hand and then the lips and tongue and finally arms and leg involved in this. Now these are detected early in the writing, and these are excited by voluntary movements and are absent during sleeps. And these are interspersed with the jerky movements and coordinations of the movement, increased deep reflexes, paresis of the limb, and peripheral neurosis. The tumor should be differentiated from the thyroxis, in which there is a presence of fine tumors, raised pus and goiter. Next we have Mad Hatter disease or Mad Hatter syndrome. Especially in the 19th century, inorganic mercury in the form of mercuric nitrate was commonly used in the production of flat for health. So during a process called carotene, in which from the small animals such as rabbits, hares or barways were separated from their skin and matted together. An organic colored solution containing mercuric nitrate was used as a smoothing agent. So the resulting felt was then rapidly shaped into the large coins, shrunk in the boiling water, and dried. In treated flats, a slow reactions released volatile free mercury. So hatters or millers who came into the contact with the vapor formed the impigmented flat, often worked in the confined areas. So as you can see, these are the some of the steps in the manufacturing of flat hats are illustrated in this image from 1858. Now, the mental symptoms. So, it is seen in the person working in the mirror manufacturing factories. So, feature of incentive such as shyness, timidity, irritability, loss of confidence, mental depressions, loss of memory, insomnia, hallucinations, and delusions develop in the workers. So sometimes suicidal melancholia or manic depressive psychosis or mad hatters develops in those persons. Now, Manner-Matter disease. So, Manner-Matter disease is a chronic mercury intoxications that is caused by the consumptions of contaminated fish. So, symptoms included disturbance in the head, coordinations, gait and speech, chewing and swallowing difficulty, tremors, rigidity, seizures, and clouding of consciousness. Now, as you can see, these are the toxic effect of mercury. So, the form of mercury and the elemental and inorganic and methyl mercury. So, the form of mercury and route of exertion, route of exposure, then target organ, local clinical signs, and systemic effect. So, you can see the toxic effect of mercury. So the form of mercury, when we see the route of exposure, so for the elemental it is inhalations, for inorganic it is oral, and methyl mercury it is oral fish consumptions. Then the when we talk about the target organs, so the in elemental mercury it is CNS, kidney, peripheral nervous system, and in organic it is kidney and PNS system, and in methyl mercury it is CNS system. Then when we talk about the local clinical sign, so in elemental mercury it is in lungs, bronchial irritations, and then when we talk about in inorganic, so it is in GI irritations, skin irritations, and ulcerations. Then when we talk about its systemic effect, so in elemental mercury it is in kidney, CNS, mood changes, PNS, tumors. Then talking about the inorganic, so in kidney, proteinuria, tubular necrosis, in PNS. And then when we talk about in methyl mercury, so it is developmental effects in the fetus and newborn, and the CNS in adult, tumors and paralysis. Now, physiological disturbances with the mercury, so fits of the anger, short-term memory loss, low self-esteem, loss of self-control, and sleepiness. A person may also suffer from the loss of ability to learn new things or things that require memorizations. Then talking about the oral cavity problem, so inflammations of the mouth, loss of bone around teeth, ulcerated gums and other areas in the mouth, darkening of gums, taste of metal and bleeding gums. So these are some toxic effect of mercury in oral cavity problems. So this is all about the mercury poisoning. And when we talk about this treatment, so removal of the individual form of the source of exposure, plenty of milk should be given, mouthwash by the borax, saline purgative to be given to the patient, periodic medical checkup for the worker should be given. Then, when we talk about its medicological aspect, so mercury chloride cause accidental poisoning. Mercury poisoning cause accidental poisoning when it is widely used as disinfectant and antiseptic, contraceptive vaginal tablets for antisyphilitic treatment. Phenylmercury acetate jelly leads to poisoning when used as a contraceptive. Mercury is not a constituent of human body, so hence its presence indicate that it must have been introduced into the system. 5 to 150 mg per 100 gram is normally presenting the tissue like kidney and liver. So this is all about your mercury poisoning, its treatment, its effect. Now we have concluded some questions to you according to this lecture. So while going through this lecture, you can easily answer these questions. So the questions included: how does mercury affect the human body? What are the long-term effects of mercury poisoning? How do you rid your body of mercury? How do you test for mercury poisoning? What food get rid of mercury? What is Mad Hatter's disease? What are the side effects of mercury? What happens if someone eats mercury? What happens if you touch mercury? What are the serious side effects of mercury poisoning? So these are some questions regarding to this lecture. Now reference for today's lecture included Basic and Clinical Pharmacology by Bartram G. Catkins, Susan B. Masters and Anthony J. Travers. The Pharmacologist Basis of Therapies by Louis Sanford, Goodmans, Lawrence, Al Burton, Rose, and Kapner. Tripathi K.D. Essential of Medical Pharmacology, J.P. Brothers, Medical Publishers, New Delhi. Catkins B.G. Basic and Clinical Pharmacology, Lynch Medical Publications, California. Textbook of Medical Physiology, Guetin, 11th edition. So this is all about your mercury poisoning. You can easily go through this lecture and get to know about the mercury poisoning. We will just go through a quick revision of this lecture, what we have studied today. So we have started from the introduction. So as you know, mercury poisoning is a type of metal poisoning that is caused by the exposure to mercury or its compound mercury. And mercury is very heavy metal, means a metal of relatively high density or high relative atomic weight. Heavy metal occurring in several forms, all of which can produce toxic effect in high and enough dose. So then we have learned that Mercury was the name of Romans, messenger of the god, who were delivered to be really fast moving. Then it is a quicksilver paradisia liquid metal, and it is very heavy metal and bright silvery in appearance. It is liquid and in non-poisonous if swallowed. Then we talk about the compound mercury. It is exists in elemental, inorganic, and organic form in environment. So this is the image of mercury, liquid mercury at room temperature. Then we have studied about its form. So mercury chloride, so occur as odorless white crystalline powder. Then mercurous chloride, ras copper, also known as heavy amorphous white tasteless powder. insoluble in water, alcohol in ether. Then the mercuric sulfate, so it is a ras sindoor. Then talking about the organic mercury, so it is most toxic form of mercury, and it primarily targets the enzyme, and it rarely crosses the placenta and secreted in breast milk. Sources are fungicide, seed preservative, mercury containing vaccines. Then we have talk about the top 15 fishes that are mercury and mercury level in that. So we have to avoid the four fishes that are goofa, tailfish, and then shortfish, shark, mako, king, mackerel. So these having more amount of mercury in them. Then we have talked about the use of mercury. So they are used in fletching and hat making, fluorescence lamp, mercury batteries, thermometers and thermostats, vacuum pumps, barometers, electric rectifiers and switches, printers and photocopy tuners, mercury vapor lamps. Then we have talked about the source of mercury. So they have non-ferrous metal manufacturing, mining, aluminium productions, precious metal mining, cement manufacturing, chemical manufacturing, fossil fuel powder plants, landfills, and small amount of mercury can be released into the air in the exhaust fumes of car. Now we have talked about the action of mercury. Then acute poisoning by inhalation, it can cause chemical pneumonia, pulmonary edema, and in CNS it can cause ataxia, paralysis, and polynephropathy. By swallowing the poison, it can cause acidic metallic taste, feeling of constipation and choking of the throat. Then diagnosis. Then we have talked about its treatment. Then chronic mercury poisoning. So worker may get poisoned due to the vapor or dust. Then we have talked about the effect of mercury in humans. So depending on its chemical form, mercury is able to cause a myriad of the adverse health effect, including neurotoxicity, nephrotoxicity, teratogenicity, and death. Then we have talked about the sign and symptoms. So acrodyna, which is pink disease caused by the mercury. So there is a generalized rashes over the body, especially in hands and especially it's seen in hands and thumbs, and also feet. Then we talk about the Mad Hatter's disease or Mad Hatter syndrome. Then Mantle syndrome. Then Menamacha disease. Then these are the toxic effect of mercury, so which included form of mercury, then in route of exposure, target organ, local clinical signs, and systemic effect of mercury. Then we talk about the physiological disturbances. So it can cause fits of anger, short-term memory loss, low self-esteem, loss of self-control, sleepiness. A person may also suffer from the loss of ability to learn new things or things that require memorizations. Then also oral cavity problems, which included inflammations of the mouth, loss of bone around teeth, ulcerated gums, and other areas in the mouth, and darkening of the gums, taste of the metal, and then bleeding gums also. Then we have talked about its treatment. So treatment included removal of the individual form, the source of exposure. Then plenty of milk should be given to the patient. Mouthwash by the borax. Saline purgative to be given to the patient, and periodic medical checkup of a worker is necessary. Then we have talked about the medical legal aspects of mercury. So mercury is not a constituent of the human body. So hence, if it is present, that indicates it must have been introduced into the system. So this is all about your mercury poisoning and the form of mercury. So this is all for today. Thank you for kindly listening to me. Thank you for today's lecture.